Are you fucking... Alright, it now records? Piece of shit. Anyways, the roast of pirate software.
Jason Thor Hall, better known to the community as Roach. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Pirate Software. This guy's been getting absolutely tore up by the internet as of late, and there's no signs of slowing down. If there's one thing that's very apparent, this guy clearly is a narcissist with a massive ego and absolutely hates being the butt of a joke. And boy oh boy am I gonna enjoy this. Now don't get me wrong, I don't hate the guy. I don't know him enough to hate him. But I definitely have plenty of things I'd like to say about him. Even though there's plenty of others that have had their turn, I definitely wanted to throw my hat in his world. So Pirate, or so-called Thor, and clearly in name only, because from the looks of it I see no beard and you're built more like Loki. Well, at least
Damn.
now. And don't get me wrong, you're definitely nowhere near as smart. And only other similarities you share is that you need to use tricks and deception tactics to further this complete facade of a career that is built upon nothing but lies and false pretenses. Seriously, if fake it till you make it had a face.
Ooh.
To be fair, a lot of people fell for it, because you portrayed yourself as this wholesome streamer slash game developer slash master hacker that was all for the people and inspired new up and coming devs and coders. You know, it's actually insane how in such a short amount of time you have managed to seemingly get the whole internet to hate you. That's commendable. It takes a certain kind of person to do that. Honestly, I haven't seen somebody take on the internet like this since Jesse Slaughter's father.
And you'll be reported to the cyber police and the state police. Guess what? Consequences will never be the same.
The rise and fall honestly
What
feels
the
like one of the
fuck?
fastest and most satisfying self-destructions I've seen. And it literally stemmed from practically nothing. But my god, everything it's blown up into has just been a spectacle to say the least. Most things were controversies that were swept under the rug years ago. But now that all eyes are upon you, these things come back to light, and the sheer amount of stuff is staggering. Let's begin at the highest point. So-called game dev that would oversaturate the YouTube Shorts algorithm with bullshit takes and shitty Microsoft Paint drawings. That's it. Oh, and worked for Blizzard, but it was hard to find any evidence of that because it's hardly ever mentioned. But basically gained popularity from that. Alright, so how did he go and fuck all this up? Well, a few months ago, in January 2025, while playing classic hardcore World of Warcraft with 3 other streamers, TLDR, in this game mode, if your character dies no matter what level or how many hours you put in, you gotta regrind for a new character. And reaching max level usually takes upwards to 100 hours. So, during a raid...
100 hours? Oh, God, hot. You know what? I can't even... I had 100 hours on fucking Marvel Rivals. I don't know why I'm tripping.
things get a bit hairy, and a person calls out run, as in retreat, like let's try to safely get away as a group. Yet this roach was like, say no more, abandoning his team, left them all for dead, and casting the highest level of Blizzard to slow down the enemy, to no effect. Kinda like working at Blizzard for 7 years and doing absolutely nothing. Before speeding off towards the exit, wasting mana, and purposely ignored his items, so it seemed like there was nothing he could do for them. 2 of the players lost their characters. That's exactly what you would expect of a 20-year World of Warcraft veteran, right? He had so many options, yet chose to run instead of help. It was like having a pitcher of water and seeing your friend on fire.
It's like I'm telling you, Brody has so many resources to help his teammates out, but motherfucker just left his teammates to die. Now imagine him playing Marvel Rivals now. Boy, that would have been a nightmare for them. Would have been a nightmare for us. Because, you know, PC. So console, y'all safe. Fuck, get me out.
So you toss the water and walk away.
Do you see my mana? What am I supposed to do for you?
And it gets much worse. When confronted, he takes zero accountability and he gaslights everyone. He's allowed to state his case and reasoning, but when they try to take their turn, what does he do?
Or at
Okay,
least try
then go
something.
roll a
You were
mage
the
and do
first
it.
person that ran away and didn't even look back. Literally.
This
You-
is the
you didn't even
second
say
time.
anything.
This
You
is
could
the
have at
second.
least said like the boss.
You're just gonna talk over me? Is that what we're doing now? We just gonna talk over me? Is that all? Is that all
I'm
we're
just
doing?
giving you my point.
Okay. You done giving your point? You good?
Yes. I'm
Okay. Cool. You go roll a mage then. See you around.
He rage quits
Jesus.
the call. Not only does this once, but twice.
What do you want, man?
Let me say it again.
He already said his piece.
Pirate.
Go on.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I want to speak to him because I didn't speak to him correctly. I said it again. We all did mistakes, bro. Like I didn't say, we are just blaming you. It's about the zero accountability is what makes us so mad.
There's no zero accountability, dude. Everyone can do something better.
you-
But when you open up and
No,
you yell over another
no,
person
listen,
like you
can
were doing
I
earlier-
speak?
Nah, I'm good.
You
See ya.
Dude desperately needs a
Fucking
therapist.
Christ.
And look at that, he actually got one. He went on for a therapy session live call with Dr. K. And this doctor basically asked him, why can't you just say sorry and leave it at that?
I think that's a bit
Just-
of hyperbole, but
Just an emotional response?
no, just say, hey guys. So basically, you know, when you tell the narrative, you start with like, I made a mistake, everyone made mistakes, I was smug. And then there's a lot that
Yeah.
comes after that. How would you feel about just ending it after that first paragraph?
I hate that.
Okay.
I have like an immediate emotionally angry response against that.
Very good.
Because it feels like idiocracy.
Okay.
It feels like that's too long, didn't read, I don't need all those words when few words do gooder. That I hate that shit. Like I super hate that kind of communication of like there's a lot of people that just say like, oh, you should just say my bad, guys. No. That does not in any way explain a situation. That doesn't tell you any information that is real. It is hand waving for the masses in a way that is disingenuous to what happened and disingenuous to the people that are involved. I feel like to do that would be just me lying for the sake of lying so that people would fuck off. I really hate that.
He should not have an online presence, bro. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
That absolutely feels like idiocracy. 100%.
No, can't do that. You need to explain the whole situation, why things happened, why you did what you did, why in reality it's everyone else's fault and not your fault at all. You won't apologize because you see it as lying for the sake of lying. No, now that you said that, you have fucked over any good faith that you might have had if you had just apologized. Now people will not
Just say, like, it's just as simple as that, bro. If this nigga just says, you know what, my fault. That's it. Like, bro, literally just say my fault. That's it. Fucking Christ.
take any sort of apology from you because you just admitted that you will never mean it. Even Dr. K was left speechless at how idiotic and smug of a prick you are.
Over this whole over the last 2 hours, there's something about the way that I hear you talk that rubs me the wrong way. There's something about the way that you talk that seems dismissive.
I think sometimes the things that I talk about in regards to those types of things is misconstrued as arrogance or boasting, when in reality I'm just trying to give context.
So that
If
is
that
the
makes
problem right there. So I want you to listen to this phrase.
Sure.
This gets misconstrued as arrogance, but in reality, it's this.
Yeah.
That is the most arrogant statement on the planet, bro. Like, tell me I'm wrong.
Okay. I don't see it that way, but alright.
And you laugh it off. Like if you accomplished something. Like if you're fucking proud of yourself. Now, as shitty as this is, was it enough to ruin your reputation? No. But it did start a snowball effect that got people to start trolling you, with continued negative controversy. But the thing that really tipped the scale over?
Let me be the lesser of all sins. Ah,
Okay, so basically Stop Killing Games was an initiative petitioned in the UK that was made by Ross from Accursed Farms to get developers to have some end-of-life plan so that consumers can still enjoy games even after they stop supporting them. The movement has received all the signatures necessary to continue, but while it was still ongoing, Resident Roach had his own opinion about the movement.
Resident
This is
Roach.
actually really dumb. It's used car salesman garbage. This is it's not only do I not want to back this, I'm gonna actively tell people not to. That is awful. That is a horrible direction. That's awful, dude. Now, eat my entire. This sucks. That's a really stupid ass move. That's incredibly stupid ass move. I think this is complete garbage. All of this can eat then.
See, I can understand not wanting to support something. That's your right, and that's fine. But going the extra mile and doubling down and saying you're gonna actively tell others to not support it? Like, no, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with you? Obviously, you didn't understand what the initiative was trying to accomplish, even when it was plainly laid out for you in big letters. I'm sorry, was it not in the proper format? Is more words too difficult here for you all of a sudden? How are you going to completely miss the point of the initiative and then try to have people against it? And Ross even offered to speak with you to clear up the initiative so you understand what it truly is, because you clearly can't understand it on your own. But what do? Duck him. This is the third time you've...
Not only that, I think he just called him a greasy car salesman or some shit after that. Like, just unhinged as fuck, dude. I don't get it.
avoided conflict. Might as well live under a fridge at this point if you're gonna keep scurrying away like a roach. How the fuck have you gone through a second puberty and your balls have yet to drop?
I dropped the mask entirely.
Amazing. It's our first time out here at Denver Comic Con, and there's so many people, and they love the games, so it's been awesome.
Yeah, you should take that ridiculous fucking voice filter off. You aren't fooling anyone. 2 puberties and not an ounce of testosterone in you.
Oh,
Speaking of which, that's right, I forgot. You worked at Blizzard. I mean, working is kind of a stretch when you're a Nepo baby collecting an allowance for 7 years.
oh.
Calling me a Nepo baby. For those who don't understand the term, a Nepo baby is somebody who had got their job only through nepotism, never accomplished anything in their career, and never did anything to deserve the position that they have, bro. And like, this is kind of my whole career, right? My first job I got through nepotism, 100%. My dad worked at Blizzard for 23 years.
I guess you were too old for a traditional babysitter, so Blizzard had to assign you one.
Oh,
People have done their own deep dive to see what you actually did while there. Even your ex-coworker and roommate has come out to state that you were just scrolling Reddit full time, which is
and apparently, according to the roommate, he had like white stuff all over the fucking wall. So it could be one or two things. It could be one or two things. It's probably some form of substance, like some food or some shit, or it's cum. I don't know. This nigga is fucking odd.
basically the equivalent of iPad kids today.
So this was, the assumption was, oh, okay, they're siblings. She can kind of tune.
Yes, and he'll be less of a problem because we're related and I could go tell daddy.
That's really funny.
That easy. But he would just kind of create a character and idle in the client and then read Reddit. That's literally what he did.
And people were afraid to confront you about deadlines or actual work, so they just avoided you. Game developer for 20 years, everybody. You'd think that somebody that hates the industry and hates Blizzard would be all for SKG. But no, he's just another corporate shill. That's when Ross did a response video to clear up all the misinformation. And that's really when everyone started to dig deep and expose everything that they could, with Quinteo pretty much leading the charge, covering everything that was happening every step of the way. Nothing was off the table, and everything was now under a microscope, from coding experience to internet past lives and past jobs. As a matter of fact, let's go take a look at his past occupations. Penetration tester. Well, he's definitely testing that from the long dick of the internet right now. Now, aside from people exposed...
Also, quality insurance. Apparently, I think that just means like you're play testing the game, not actually like, you know, doing any like the modeling, the animation, all the other stuff. I mean, good job, I guess.
You and you not really doing any work while at Blizzard, it honestly didn't take me much to realize you did no actual work there at all. You know why? Because games actually got fucking released. Unlike...
Sharkbound.
Heartbound, or Sharkbound, was originally a Kickstarter game that did reach and exceed its goal of $5,000, with almost 700 people backing it and nearly $20,000 pledged. Now, it's currently in early access on Steam for $10, and has been for the past 8 fucking years. And no, this game is nowhere near completion. Look, say what you will about games like Mighty Number 9 and whatever the creator KG said about it, but at least it was a full release. The game is just a glorified early access demo with only 2 actual battles and filled with cringe Reddit-style jokes all throughout. 8 years of development with little to no updates for the past 6 years. Undertale took 32 months, and it was made by a single developer. You've had so many years to work on this dumpster fire.
32 months. It was made by one person. I mean, Pirate, you just gotta think of another hobby. Pirate, you just gotta think of another fucking hobby. I'm not gonna lie to you. Think of another hobby.
Yet all that time is ported to streaming. Oh wait, you had COVID for 9 months, right? But that didn't stop you from streaming daily though. Seeing Coding Jesus pick apart your code piece by piece, exposing what a fraud you are, was simply so satisfying, even to those that aren't familiar with coding like that. He legit did more coding work, analyzing and suggesting proper ways to better optimize your shitty code in a piece of his video than you have in the past 4 years. But I mean, who needs optimization if it runs on a smart fridge, right?
Yeah, runs on a smart fridge? Yeah, who here has not seen the smart fridge video? We'll watch it again for the 50th time today. If you get Heartbound working on a smart fridge, I will send you a challenge card. Again!
And of course he tries to milk this and shows it 7 times on his stream like some proud father. Wow, look! I can run Cyberpunk on a tablet! It's called casting, dumbass. It's running off of a fucking Raspberry Pi, and it's just being displayed on the screen, and they just enabled the use of the touchscreen on the fridge. You'd think a developer with 20 years of experience would clearly know this, and here's Coding Jesus exposing him yet again for it.
The one that runs on a smart fridge? It runs at 60 FPS on a smart fridge. Literally runs on a smart.
Pirate Software's #1 contention to my recent video about his amateur lighting system was that Heartbound can run on a smart fridge. I debunked this claim in a recent short, proving that Heartbound is actually running on a laptop connected to a Raspberry Pi that leverages the smart fridge as a screen. I'm not sure what's more embarrassing, the fact that Pirate Software didn't know that his game isn't being run natively by the fridge, or the fact that he has now moved the goalpost, failing to simply say that he was wrong, and smug in his original retort.
So when your game runs at perfect performance on a smart fridge inside of a Lowe's, come back and talk shit.
But how bad is your coding?
Understand something as a programmer? Every language is shit. All of them are shit. They're all bad. And that's why we use so many of them, because they're bad. We're just a bunch of wizards with weird-ass spells that sometimes work. We perform magic. Sometimes that magic goes wrong. Sometimes we don't know why. Sometimes we do know why. Sometimes it goes right. Sometimes we don't know why. Sometimes we do know why. And that's just how it works.
Magic. You said it's fucking magic. There's no way anyone should ever take you seriously as a developer ever again after that. But even before Coding Jesus had checked out your code, there was others on Kiwi Farms that analyzed it from way back in August 11th of last year. This post was from Captain Garbage, and he completely went into fine detail about everything wrong and how your game's code sucks. He even made it readable for non-devs, so Pirate, even you could understand it too. Now, like I stated,
Now, me personally,
this is on Kiwi Farms if you'd like to look it up, but be warned, there's some edgy language used there.
People call me the Bob Ross of programming.
No one, literally no one says that. Please take your head
Bob
out of the grass.
Ross?
It's so far up there, the stomach acid is melting your
Oh
brain.
God! Don't compare yourself to fucking Bob Ross. The fuck?
You even complained on Twitter about how MatPat from Game Theory played your shitty game and didn't even originally post a link in his description. Goes to show how forgettable of a game it is. I honestly believe he thought the game was garbage and he was just being charitable, saying it was like Undertale. It's a fucking disgrace to compare your shitty, incomplete, rip-off, wannabe, copy-paste, hey, let me get the homework, sure thing, just change up the answer so it doesn't look like you copied ass game, to an actual masterpiece like Undertale. If you all really want to see how bad the game is, that's on you. He's saying that they've been review bombing the game on Steam, and honestly, I feel like the scores just don't go low enough for it.
Hold on, I wonder how many. Go on Steam real quick. Heartbound. $10. Very positive? Alright.
But for those of you that want to support an actual game, I've got you. Now look, this video isn't sponsored at all. I'm literally just making it for fun, but since we were talking about game development and coding, let's look at a project that actually has monthly updates and is a very promising project. I'm talking about Castlevania Symphony of the Night Hacked by Esco. This is a passion project that he has been developing basically solo for quite some time, while hiring some spriters and artists to assist him. But basically, this is a complete revamp of the Symphony of the Night system with new moves, animations, and battle system. There's even a demo for it that you can play as Richter to try it out. I'll leave the link in the description. I'm also linking my Discord, which, funny enough, I own the Fight Club Vanity link, which used to be owned by the classic World of Warcraft server. Speaking of Vanity, I did get someone that joined through the Vanity link to warn me of their server because of the slightly similar Vanity. Looks like it might be a friend of Pirates. Alright, game plug and shameless plug over, let's get back to it.
I've come to take you to hell.
Oh boy.
By this point, the internet has pretty much collectively welcomed you into locale status. Hell, even your biggest content farmer Quindell has dressed up as a milkman. Shouts out to you, bro. Hell, if there was a Mount Rushmore of locales, you've solidified your place among them, alongside Darkside Phil, Wings of Redemption, and Dale Wilson. But what makes a locale? Well,
you didn't have to do that.
They come in all shapes and sizes, and there's various factors, so I'll go over a few. So obviously you can't admit to your faults, we already went over that.
Put up a video saying you were wrong with every situation and the internet move on. I am not doing that. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, simply bend the knee and lie about how you feel and everyone will stop bullying. That's a great idea, dude. Yeah, no, eat shit.
And you avoid conflicts or refuse to debate others or let them state their points. Also can't flat out take responsibility and instead you double down.
You've got 20.
Hit me.
Peter, don't.
Hit me.
21.
Hit me.
Peter.
Hit me.
That's 30.
Hit me.
It's like you just love the sound of your own voice. And that in itself is ironic because it's fake. But now you've been playing victim, saying that people are harassing you or even doxing you. This is all over a picture of a mailbox in a Discord, which, by the way, was disproven by Quinn.
You come out here and try to get the sympathy of the people, but you don't get my sympathy at all.
I mean, at least you haven't weaponized your audience. Oh, well, fuck, there it is.
Pirate software fans have reached a new low. They've started brigading my channel and mass reporting videos on multiple platforms. Since neither Jason nor his fans have actual arguments against my videos, they resort to smears, ad hominems, and shady tactics in order to get the videos removed. This video in particular, debunking Jason's ray tracing solution for his 2D game, was flagged as selling illicit goods.
And you also wanted a user permanently banned from Twitch because they trolled you.
I'm gonna report that one myself. Yeah, that guy's a fucking piece of shit. Shouldn't have done that on your main. Who got reported? Wanna wait to see how long it takes Twitch to ban this person permanently? Yeah, I reported already, Jake. I got reported for what? We'll find out how long it takes for them to get banned permanently from Twitch. I'll let you know. So yeah, they shouldn't be on this platform. And Twitch, you should clean that shit up. Like, straight up. That is why we ban people in this chat. Actually disgusting human being. You're actually garbage.
Come on, let's get that ass banned. Something like that.
You would think an old Reddit troll like yourself would be able to handle some trolling. I guess it's only convenient if you do it. But you knew just your report wouldn't be enough, so you put the user's message on the screen without blocking out his name on purpose to hint at your audience to report him. Such a scummy fucking move. And in the past, you've struck down channels that—
Well, I mean, to be honest, It is kind of scummy, but like apparently that Ghost Dad of shit has something to do with, also has something to do with his ferret dying of cancer or some shit, and one of the trolls was like, mocking him of that. But again, from a former troll, you should be able to handle all that shit, but it's just a fake.
I paint you in a negative light. Kinda hard to do that when the whole internet sees you for what you really are now, huh? You even falsely claimed that Mr. Robot plagiarized you. So there was a cipher from a DEF CON event, and you claimed that there was no other way that anyone could have made or used that. Unless they took it from you because you posted it online.
Alright, so the reason I don't like Mr. Robot. This right here is my write-up for the DEF CON 22 patch challenge. Went viral as hell inside of the hacking community. And it was because I listed out everything that we did as a team. Understand that this was the only place in the world that this was listed. Mr. Robot reposted this right here. That's that same string. But what did they leave off the end? His signature.
Except the creator Lost was working as a consultant on the show. What did you say before? Oh, that's right. It sounds like idiocracy. That's what you're hoping to breed in your community, hoping that they aren't smart enough to question your word. Also, with your track record, I honestly believe that Rami Malek, who was just an actor, could code better than you ever could without any prior knowledge. I'm just saying. Now you live in an echo chamber, and even had a ban counter on stream and boasted about banning over 50,000 members. Some users are even doing speedruns to see how fast they can get banned in your chat.
Bro.
Rules. Don't care. And banned. 7.55 seconds. That's the new world record. Let's go. Let's go.
Holy shit. No. Pirate software is cooked. 7. That's insane. That's insane.
Let's go.
Maybe one of these days your YouTube and Twitch will run out of mana. You're also a shitty son, even after your father pretty much gave you everything.
Last month was my birthday and you missed it. You didn't call me, neither.
Yeah, it's just kind of crazy how somebody that can put him on, one of the jobs, one of the best jobs that he can ever fucking had, and just treat him like shit. Like your father literally put you on and you just treat him like shit. That's just crazy. That's just crazy, man. That's just crazy. I mean, you keep on boasting about you working at Blizzard for over 20 years or some shit. Yeah, you treat your father like crazy.
Neither did your brother. You guys both ignored me for my birthday.
That isn't true. I sent you a text.
True. No, you did not.
Bullshit.
That was last year.
Bullshit.
I got nothing. You sent me one last year.
Did I send you one last year? My shitty son. Oh man. Yeah. It was last. Wow.
I want everybody to know that Jason, Thor, did not say anything to his father for his birthday a month ago.
If it makes you feel any better, I didn't text you anything after that last happy birthday, so it's still the same one. It still counts.
Your logic sucks.
Even after that, you couldn't just say that you were sorry. Shitty son? No, you're a shitty person in general. And see, it's things like that that expose you and make other videos you have created seem disingenuous because it's apparent you're just trying to play off people's emotions.
I'm gonna be real with you, and this is getting a little bit grim for a minute. If you have a loved one in your family and they're kind of getting on in age, talk to them as much as you can. I call my grandmother every week. The way that I thought about it was this. Let's say that you call your grandma once a month, and your grandma might live for another 3 years. She's not doing super well, right? Then you have to think about the engagement, the amount of time that you have with her. And you think, oh, I have 3 years with her. No, you don't. You have 36 calls with her. And that puts things into a very different perspective. So I started calling her every week. You don't have 3 years, you have 36 calls. Change that number.
If that's 36 calls...
What? Why lie? You barely... What?
Calls left with your grandmother? How many texts do you have left with your dad? Oh, wait, it's just one because it still counts, right? Let's see. What else is there? Oh, that's right.
In this house, we solve puzzles. And we don't look up the answers. Because where the hell's the fun in that, bud?
You cheat in games to feel better about yourself and pretend you just solved them because of your superior intelligence, which you clearly lack. There's a few videos online that cover this extensively if you'd like to check them out. But essentially, he will go silent for a while, check his phone, and immediately just know the answer.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, that card.
He even claimed to have solved the puzzle from Animal Well that took the entire community over 2 weeks to solve.
House. Not for sure it would be in here, would it? Wait a minute. Wait. It's the lights.
It's the random poster in the background! It's the random... Oh, yeah? Yeah, you think? Just like that? That's it? Oh, of course it is! Of course it's the random poster! That's the map, guys! Yeah! It's that thing! Yep! Yeah, no, that has to be it! Yep! Just like that. Of course, yeah. What fucking else could it be? Out of the million things in this game, the huge game with obscure puzzles. Yeah, oh, Eureka! It's that thing, yeah!
Yeah, no, seriously, if you took a drink every time he says
Wait a minute.
right before solving a puzzle, even while drinking O'Doul's, I guarantee you would get wasted. By the way, O'Doul's is a non-alcoholic for those that don't know. Then there's a fabricated support with the faking of the...
A non-alcoholic... Oh, wow, that's a tongue twister. A non-alcoholic beer?
Hype train. I know others have made numerous videos about the hype train thing and even stated that it's some genius tactic to garner engagement, but it really isn't. It's really just a basic hustle tactic. You don't need to be a scholar to do it.
Jesus Christ.
So basically,
Stop that.
if you don't have a large audience and you donate, let's say, 500 subs to random people, there's a chance that those people will see that notification and come check out your channel. Maybe they stay and watch because they like your content or emotes and they decide to stay long term.
Here
But
we
in
go with
Pirate's
that
case,
plug again.
he already has a big audience. Well, had. So instead of bringing more people on, since he would at the time have roughly over 24,000 average viewers, the tactic was to try to hustle the audience presence. Donate thousands of bits from a sock account, and then people would think, oh wow, this new guy gave how many bits? If he's getting this much support, maybe I should donate too, and the furry man will probably notice it.
100 bits, $1.40. Huh. So 100 bits is $1. 500 bits is $7. 1500 bits is damn near $20. 5,000 bits. I see. Okay. So when Aaron send out like 7 bits or some shit, it's like 12 cents. Fucking. Okay.
If he's getting this much support, maybe I should donate too, and the furry man will probably notice me. More on that later. At this point, the only thing that you don't have that most other locals do is people restreaming you. But honestly, by the looks of your bland content where you use your Etch-a-Sketch Microsoft Paint board to draw horrible grade school pictures, there's nothing to restream at all. And out of the 2 to 4K average people that are still watching you, I'm willing to bet that more than half of that number is there to see the rest of the train wreck and clip any extra shit you're willing to double down on.
God, you fuck.
What the fuck?
So, not really missing out on much. Granted, the other locals tend to crash out often, and you never really have crashed out on games like that. Well, actually, you probably have one of the most fucked up crash outs according to your former roommate. At a fucking charity event. You yelled at your teammates and coworkers in a game of League of Legends for not playing how you wanted them to. And yes, I realize it's League, but no matter how mentally exhausting and brain-rotting the game is, along with an extremely toxic community, I'm not gonna give you a pass for behaving like this. There's a time and a place.
Video games. There was actually a charity event on campus. It's an Extra Life charity that every year as Team Zerg, unofficially, Blizzard would put together our own team for donations to raise money for Children's Hospital of Orange County. And we would play games on campus for 24 hours straight. Pirate just happened to participate in this. I was on his team for a league tournament, and he screamed at our team for apparently not hearing correctly.
Bro's
to
autistic?
counter the other team because
Who,
we were
Pirate?
just that bad. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not like we were losing so severely because we all played League regularly. It was not that big of a deal, and we're all sleep deprived. It was very early in the morning after an overnight of playing games, and we're like, seriously, dude, you are raging at everybody. Like our entire team was just yelling across the floor at everybody.
It's a charity event, correct?
It was a children's charity event, and we're like, wow, we all
A children's charity event.
But man, like we should really experience this stuff in League. What's supposed to like play League?
The bald guy that showed her, oh, Title 1. Yeah, well, I mean, he is autistic, so you know.
especially at work. So that was a whole new experience, and the last time literally any of us played any games with him.
It's like all these locals tend to have the same sort of narcissistic mentality, where they believe they are smarter and better than everyone else. And they can't be wrong and adopt a persona like, say, a wannabe red-pilled racist after seeing Clerks 2 for the first time. Or, for you, Pirate.
Again. Why the fuck?
You believe you're like L from Death Note, and want so badly to be the smartest one in the room. You even have a reputation of despising wearing shoes.
You don't wear shoes most of the time?
Yeah. Motherfucker came in, go to a hotel with a chick, bust one out, and didn't even wear shoes. Fucking incredible.
I'm gonna be real with you. Most of the time when I actually wear my shoes, I walk around my house barefoot all the time. Sometimes I run out to my car barefoot, and then I sit in my car, and then we go somewhere, and then Shay runs to the store for me. And then I don't have to put on shoes, and I get to run back home. It's great. It's actually fantastic.
And somehow, you get shit up your pants by ferrets. Up your leg, inside of your pants.
One of the, about 2 weeks ago, I walked into the ferret room.
All feet.
And I was barefoot. And I walked out of the ferret room, and there was something cold all the way up my leg, near my knee. And I was like, what the hell is that? And I looked down, and my foot is covered in ferret shit. And somehow, by walking, it had flung up inside of my pants, all along the inside of my pants, all the way up to my knee.
Like, how the fuck do you get shit up your pants to your knee? I'm not gonna insinuate anything by this, but if you're shoeless and wearing fucking... pants, there is no way in fuck that just happens by just walking. Like, are you letting them crawl up your leg?
I wonder where all the rats are gonna go.
I'm sorry.
Okay, everybody tuck your pants into your socks.
What the actual fuck is wrong with you? No wonder you wanted your past scrubbed from the internet. Speaking of which...
Goongala! Alley-oop! Filthy lawbreakers, get ready!
Crazy how people's past tends to catch up with them no matter how hard they try to hide
Eating
it.
a bagel? Just a bagel with nothing on it? Not even any butter or something?
That's usually how it goes with the internet and as you get more famous, and there's no exception here. Look, whatever you do on your personal time is your business. But like I said, this was all online and in social spaces.
Peanut butter. Okay.
And if there's one thing that I've learned, it's that the internet doesn't forget. That's where Kiwi Farms comes in, which, think of it kind of like an internet archive for locals. They have so much evidence on Pirate's past life, it was just bound to come up again sooner or later. And just so we're all clear...
1,267! You gotta delete your whole social media. Oh my god, that shit. You just gotta delete the entire internet at that point, bro. Fuck.
Pirate himself has come forward and talked about this past persona, stating that it was a creative expression used across multiple projects. This so-called creative expression persona has been at the root of various controversies. And while he can say it's just a persona, everyone's entitled to their own opinion on this, so you can formulate your own. But the way that I see it, when the writing's on the walls, all signs point in the same direction, walks like a ferret, talks like a furry, I'm just saying.
What are furries? Men who like half-animal chicks. They've had to make do with costumes until now.
So this furry persona or fursona, God, that sounds disgusting to say.
So why'd you first? Oh God, yeah, that sounds bad. That sounds bad. Why would you? Why?
Going by the name of Maldavius Figtree is Pirate Software's humanoid ferret alter ego. When this online alter ego was originally discovered, Pirate would avoid or deny that there was any connection, and we all know how credible his word is.
Just lie? You really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies?
But in the archives of good old Kiwi Farms, everything has been not so neatly logged, but it's all there for the public to see. There have also been videos on YouTube, kind of like warning signs that came out last year. They got swept under the rug or just taken down altogether for merely mentioning Maldavius and his connection to pirate software. Thankfully, all of these videos are actually still on Kiwi Farms as well, even if YouTube has taken them down. And recently, other YouTubers have covered this, and their videos are still up. I guess you can't DMCA all of them, huh, Thor? And these YouTubers have already gone over this and in far more depth, so I'm really not going to do a deep dive into this. Trust me, just scratching the surface was enough to get me to almost hurl up the pozole I just ate. Anyways, Pirate, while under the guise of Maldavius, basically lived on the game's Second Life and would create 3D skin sculpts and sold them online for use in the game. The wiki page has since been removed by Pirate's request after having to confirm his identity and it being his character. But you can still see it on the Internet Archives and
motherfucker. Oh shit. My mic might be fucked. Hold on. Wait, is it gonna change? Okay, change. Alright, my mic's good. Neat. Anyways, back to the video.
There was even articles about Maldavius online talking about his behavior in Second Life. Now this article exposes him, stating that he is a horrible mod, doing things like holding a meeting during a time when another mod he fired called Wingless Emoto would be asleep because they were making too much while doing nothing. Boy, that's rich. If hypocrisy had a face. When in reality, Emoto's tablet had broke and they couldn't create any more skins for the game. By the way, Emoto was a 17-year-old girl, which I would assume had no other means of income, and it's even stated in the chat logs that she didn't care for the money. Oh, and Pirate was 21 at the time. Just thought I'd mention that. Pirate claims that they had made up years ago and that Emoto had left willingly, but again the chat logs contradict this, showing a group chat that Pirate clearly states that he fired her and he knew that she was underage and that he visited her before. Imagine having an underage person drawing suggestively sexual skins for you.
You sick freak!
Even after firing Emoto, that didn't stop him from selling the already created skins and turning a hefty profit. Him posting about it in February 2025 after everyone's digging up all of his past life info sounds like damage control, because why wait until now to clear it up? The aforementioned article states that he would destroy layouts and wreck builds. Sounds like someone that sucks at coding and scripts, to be honest, that can only destroy and not create. The comments also substantiate the claims and really dig into Maldavius, saying that he's an ass and that he also got hired onto the project, and after doing a minuscule fraction of the work, would expect half of the payout. Moving on, right around the time that Pirate was streaming more steadily on Twitch and running his campaign for Sharkbound, he ends up basically getting a sugar daddy called Lyric that donates $800 to him online, and they start a furry relationship. Excuse me.
Yep.
Fuck. They have various, and I mean various, DMs that were leaked online, and word of warning, that shit gets really vulgar on there. But what's even more is that this is a 31-year-old Pirate and a 20-year-old Lyric. Not saying it's EDP territory, but couldn't find another degenerate your own generation? Now in the DMs, there's also shared pictures, one of which was of a younger Pirate software that sent a selfie and it wasn't shared anywhere else, basically confirming
Cat pocket.
the legitimacy of the DMs. They would then meet at TwitchCon 2018 and engage in certain acts elsewhere when Lyric couldn't get into a bar since he wasn't 21. Now all of this happened while Pirate Software was apparently still married. Actually, to be honest, I'm surprised he was married at all. There was
fucking for real. Who would have met?
Also another case that Lyric helped expose of a person that they referred to as X that came to Lyric explaining what happened when they encountered Pirate, and that he forced unwanted sexual advances upon them. This started when Pirate had met this person on Howler, a furry dating app.
Car, cover us!
Die, you bastards! No, you're making a mistake! We could tame them!
When meeting up with this person and showing up without shoes, according to the texts, despite X trying to avoid sexual contact and them actively trying to prevent his advances, he dry humped them to completion and shot his battery acid skeet on their bed.
Oh god. shit. I literally can't believe he does that. Motherfucker humped this shit. Well, humped her until motherfucker bust all over the bed. The bed. Like, that's sexual assault. The fucking bed. Oh, God. Jeez.
Mind you, after all this, he then smugly tells them, "You know you liked it."
I know you like it. Freaky ass.
Pirate then had to be driven home by X, which he still refused to wear shoes even in their car, and had the
Good
nerve to
heavens.
ask them to stop by the store because he needed groceries. It's nerve-wracking that pretentious pricks like this actually exist. So X let this go. They didn't press charges and just thought that Pirate was incredibly weird. And that's a fucking understatement if you ask me. But when they saw that he was a famous figure, X chose to confront him. Not to ruin his reputation, but for him to understand that they felt uncomfortable about what he did and didn't want him to do that to anyone else. Basically didn't want others to fall victim to the same acts that they were exposed to, and his replies are as condescending as you would believe. Pirate had it in his mind that X was trying to coerce his responses and entrap him in some way. So Pirate deleted all of his sent messages, but X screenshotted and saved what they could. And that's how they got into contact with Lyric to help expose this encounter. There's
That's
other
Lyric?
YouTubers like Chud that cover this in far more detail, along with his own take on him being a furry.
This is not Lover's Delight. Okay, while we're on the topic of pirate software, can we just briefly mention the fact that he has got a fetish for knotted penises, for knotted animal penises, right? In those messages that were leaked, he expressed an interest in Knott's fetish for knotted penises.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Okay, while we're on the topic of pirate software, can we just briefly mention the fact that he has got a fetish for knotted penises, for knotted animal penises?
Knotted animal dick? Oh, dude. Dude, fuck, dude. Fuck.
Right? In those messages that were leaked, he expressed an interest in knots in the context of furry shit. And I feel that's something that isn't being brought into the public discourse about this guy. And I think that's crucial that people understand that. So that people know that he's not just like, he's not just like, oh, he's kind of a bit lame. He's kind of like, he's kind of a bit lame. Where's it come from? Is DK sent me this comment on one of the pirate software videos where someone was complaining because I kept calling him a homosexual furry or something like that. Okay? And I'm like, okay, hang on a minute, right? I don't really care about the homo part, whatever. The furry part is a red flag, and the red flag here is flying high because he actually likes feral, furry, weirdo porno shit. It is deranged. The guy is a fucking sicko. So it's not just like, oh, he's a gay furry. He's a gay furry that wants to look at a dog's cock, okay? Can we be fucking realistic about this, please? Jesus Christ.
What the fuck am I hearing?
Ridiculous. Anyway, sorry to go off on a tangent there, but I just, I was thinking about it, so I got this fucking comment saying, oh, stop being about being furry.
Hold on, I gotta hear this shit slower, bro. Like, what?
He's a gay furry. He's a gay furry that wants to look at a dog's cock, okay?
He's a gay furry that wants to look at the dog's dick. I don't even know how much worse he can get. What?
Okay, can we be fucking realistic about this, please? Jesus Christ, dude. Ridiculous.
Dude, that's enough for a second part of the fucking pirate software video. I'm not gonna lie. What?
Anyway, sorry to go off on a tangent there, but I just, I was thinking about it because I got this fucking comment saying, oh, stop being about being furry. It's not about being furry, okay? It's about being a degenerate furry that, is into, like, quite, at best quasi-bestiality. Like drawings of bestiality. I don't know if he's into, obviously, the full works, so I wouldn't say that. But all I'm saying is, it's always to put a picture in front of him, a drawing, of a perfectly anatomically correct dog's penis. I don't know, I'm saying you might joke off. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying to you, okay?
Whoa. I heard jerk off in dog's dick. Hold on.
Anatomically correct dog's penis. I don't know, I'm saying you might jerk off. That's all I'm saying.
Get this nigga away from dogs. Get this nigga away from dogs. Holy shit, he is sick.
That's what I'm saying to you, okay?
But there's also a website that has everything well documented that's called... Oh, that's fucking rich. It's called piratesoftware.sucks. Nice. Seriously, Maldavius, Pirate, Thor.
That's clever, but I'm not Dennis.
And you and Patricia have been banned from the light for quite a while now.
primarily, shall we say, because of your beliefs.
Patricia and Dennis are very unstable. I'm not Dennis.
Have you both taken charge now?
Please believe me, I'm Barry.
Whatever the fuck you go by. I feel like you've skated through life just getting away with things left and right, and it shows that you've never gotten checked. But you're finally getting your just desserts, and it only continues with your ex-coworker and roommate exposing even more details from your past. So in your early 20s, I'm guessing after Father Dearest kicked you out of your house, you needed a place to stay, and this coworker gave you one, gave you a chance and opened up her home to you. And you go and thrash the room and bathroom she rented out to you within a week. How the fuck is that even
What in the Asmongold?
possible? Honestly, poor soul having her property destroyed by your cat. And then after she kicked you out and not having the fucking decency to tidy up after yourself, she had to clean your Asmongold room with skeet stains on the wall. And hell,
Oh god, this nigga is gross.
even he looked disgusted.
The worst part was when Jason ended up being Cynthia's roommates, because apparently living with pirate software was such a nightmare that shortly after him moving in, her apartment was a disaster. She was asking him to leave early, and while cleaning up the mess that he left behind, Cynthia said that his walls were covered in either snot or some other gooey
Snot?
I had to clean everything by hand. There was, like, I don't know what on the walls in his bedroom. I don't know if it was snot or something else, just like wiped here and there on the walls.
He tried to mark his territory.
Or proud. Fuck, I don't
Fucking Asmongold.
know, I can't tell. Again, these locals always have these quirks. Whether it's a piss and shit fetish, gooning on camera,
Jesus Christ.
or in your case, pirate, it's snot and jizz on the walls, along with the furry thing. Now, currently, the only thing you show public about your personal life is this ferret rescue. And after discovering all of this,
My nigga, get him away from ferrets. Get him away from ferrets. Yo.
knowing your past, and people exposing who Maldavius really is, are you really the best fit for this?
Slayer, what the?
And if you think I'm being unfair with this comparison, just so you know, Pirate compared the SKG situation he was in to that of Coney 2012.
Yeah, I put it that way. I do think that there are some people that get misled by that stuff and they get wrapped up in an emotional thing. The best thing that I can equate it to is Coney 2012. Coney 2012 was a movement in 2012 where everybody online kind of wrapped up into this big thing where they were trying to overthrow a Ugandan warlord named Coney, Joseph Coney. Except he hadn't been in power for 4 years. This turned into like such like an internet zeitgeist thing where like everyone just like lost their mind. They're like, gotta kill Coney, gotta kill Joseph Coney. They bought like stickers, they liked things on social media. It was like a big slacktivism movement. And people hated, like absolutely hated each other over this. Like if you didn't buy the sticker, you were a piece of shit. It's that level of weirdness at this point. It's just insane at this point.
Yeah, because whether you are for or against game preservation is somehow just like whether you are for or against child soldiers in Africa. Let that sink in.
The level of stupid that I just had to receive was like sitting on Twitter for 12 hours.
Or about 5 minutes of your stream. Just wanted to give some closing thoughts. Like, when does this all end?
And they know that they don't have to wait for the Earth to rotate on a 47-degree axis so the stars can touch the sky and create equal acts so they can see the Big Dipper.
I feel like this online ridicule will continue to grow as big as his ego, and by the looks of it, there's no end in sight. He's manipulative, conceited, deceptive, condescending, and egocentric. As of right now, he's privated all of his live streams off of Twitch and YouTube, probably to try to prevent anything else from being dug up. Just looking for another way to avoid the drama instead of manning up and admitting to his faults. But it's too late for all that now. I guess Frame Goblin's animation is about as accurate as it gets, except they drew him with socks instead of barefoot.
People have no idea how to play puzzle games these days. I don't understand the idea of looking up the answers to puzzle games. Okay, now why am I picking on Thor here in particular? Well, Thor has not only
What is that fucking... What the fuck is this? What is the profile picture?
Pirate is basically a D&D character that got rolled with a 10 in speech and a 0 in intelligence. Ironic because usually intelligence in video game translates to magic power, and we all know how good of a mage player he is. If I had to compare Pirate to someone, I would say he's just like Jim Cunningham from Donnie Darko. Jim Cunningham and Pirate both built public images as trusted mentors only for darker truths to later unravel their personas. Cunningham sold simplistic self-help ideas while hiding a corrupt, exploitative private life. Just as Pirate Software preached authenticity and community while facing accusations of manipulation, dishonesty, and abuse. Both relied on charisma to attract vulnerable audiences and presented themselves as figures of guidance. In each case, the eventual exposure of hypocrisy shattered the trust that sustained their influence. Their stories highlight how a carefully crafted facade can mask exploitation, leaving followers disillusioned once the truth emerges.
You're right, actually. I am. I'm pretty troubled and I'm pretty confused, but I'm afraid, really afraid. Really afraid, but I think you're fucking Antichrist.
Now, there's obviously going to be those diehard fans that will ride till the wheels fall off, like his mods and those very few that are loyal to a fault. I would feel bad for them, but at the end of the day, that's their choice to support him. As for you, Pirates, I don't think I have anything else to say to you, other than this. After the dust settles, and this whole ego trip is over, I hope you get everything you asked for, and nothing you wanted.
No. You.
Fucking Christ, he dug himself, bro. That's like low-key wild as fuck, bro. Motherfucker likes dog dick. Jesus, I don't even know what to say about that. There's a lot of things I missed from my previous video on Pirate Software. It's banning people. Motherfucker ban people over emojis, man. Emojis.
Is this nigga serious?
Go ahead, log off for me.
Someone who's... Keep that dude out of PetSmarts, for real, bro. Keep that dude out of dogs and cats, especially fucking ferrets.
That is why we ban people in this chat. Actually disgusting human being. You're actually garbage.
Despite you being on the internet for a while and you were once a troll in 4chan, you get butthurt over a troll chat. Again, a former troll is banning people over emojis.
Is this nigga serious?
I don't know why I said
Go ahead, log off for me.
Someone who's pushing 40 is banning people over emojis. He will even have his fans mass report coding Jesus video.
Pirate Software fans have reached a...
Man, oh man. All that nigga has to say was, my bad. My fault. That's it. That's it. It's just my bad, my fault. But nah, he's just... Fuck, man. It's just... Fucking Christ. I don't know. I don't know. It's just that damn simple, man. It's just that damn simple. Just say, my bad, my fault. That's it. But nah. Now you're a low-cow. In fucking sane. Your motherfucker was just like nutted all over her apartment walls, man. nutted all over her walls, man. I mean, thoughts on the Raja Jackson situation? Who the fuck is that? Who's Raja Jackson? Raja Jackson attacks Seacoast dude with 20 punches. Isn't that the guy Charlie made a video on? Raja Jackson, Rampage Jackson's son, almost killed wrestler. Oh yeah, it's the guy that Charlie made a video on. Fucked up. I mean, honestly, he should be getting the same treatment as he did that dude. That was fucked up of him. But anyways, shit is just wild. Motherfucker busted all over her walls, man. Man's let his chat talk him into almost killing a wrestler. Really? Nah. What? They'll just let everybody have a fucking fan base, huh? First it was that Johnny Somali dude. Now Raja Jackson. It's just letting. What the? I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. 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 They'll just let everybody have a fan base at this point. If this is how it's gonna be, then we're fucking good. We're doomed. Because they're just gonna breathe in a lot more of those type of streamers, bro. We already had Johnny Somali. We already had Jack Dorothy. We already had... What's that? What's his face again? Vitali. We already had FouseyTube. Like what? Like what the fuck are we doing here, man? What the fuck are we doing here? Man got his chat taught like. Why would you let your chat influence you into almost killing somebody? Like at that point, you need a whole brick thrown in your fucking face. If that's gonna be how it's gonna be, bro. They had an altercation that the wrestler thought he was a part of the act. They shook hands, apologized, and kept it moving. Later, Raja was still mad and let his chat talk him into fighting the dude seriously. The wrestler was a war vet who used wrestling as a means of helping with PTSD. I want you to throw like 3 fucking bricks at that nigga's head. I'm not gonna lie. Throw like at least 3 of those bricks right of his head. And if he's not down, make sure that make sure you beat the fuck out of him to the point where he can't even fucking move anymore. Like give him the taste of his own medicine. A war veteran? Did he get locked up? I'm assuming he did. Did he get locked up? He walked out. Not sure where he is now. He walked out. Right. See, this is why racism exists. of niggas like him, bro. Fuck. Okay, maybe it's a bit too shallow, but I just don't get it, bro. It's kind of wild. Bring racism back. No, I don't really think racism should come back. I just really think there should be some form of harsher punishment. A harsher punishment. Like treat motherfuckers like him and like an animal. Like a wild animal, just like torture the fuck. Something on the lines of that. And then put him in jail. Just like give him like shit to eat or something, or just let him get fucking raped or some shit. I don't know. Something on the lines of that. What the fuck, dude? That's just fucked up. Bring back medieval punishment, blazing bull and bamboo type punishment. Yes. That brazen bullshit ain't no joke. I don't know what that is, but sounds torturous. Motherfucker literally just Chris Brown the war veteran. What the fuck am I looking at? Look it up. See what it looks like. Oh shit. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, bring that bitch back. Okay, what the fuck is this? I think it gets special protection from the government at this point. Why are we talking politics? Alright. It might make a bit of sense. There's apparently some high-level politician. Yeah, we're talking about politics. Oh my god. I said no politics! Do that with all the girls and my dick will never be the same again. What the hell is this? The screaming inside coming out of the cow nostrils made it sound like an angry bull. Ah. General pedo and video game thread. It's whatever, dog. I'm about to kick Jugo. He was on thin ice. Yeah, I don't know, man. I specifically said no politics. The hell? It's wild, man. Shit is wild.